We are now live. Welcome back to the TSN Armada. We are currently running our second mission of the Atlantis campaign planned by our game masters. We've got, how many ships have we got running at the minute, Donovan?
We have 5 ships.
5 different ships running at the moment, so quite a handful for Donovan, who I think you volunteered near to the event, didn't you? Almost at the last minute.
Oh, yes, I did.
So,
and I've not game mastered one with 5 player ships yet. This should be fun.
alright, so I'm gonna just have a little bit of background music going on whilst we're watching this, I think. We've got a couple of people viewing at the minute. Not many. Hopefully some more will join as we're going along.
This is ECIC, stand by for sensor update.
So let's take a closer look at these ships. We've got TSN Artemis. They've gone with a Zimni ship, hence why it just went black and flickered. We've got
Artemis, this is Horatio. We have a mine that's ready to go to sweep out some of those fighters.
they've definitely gone with the challenge there, haven't they? Zimni battleship. Just hope they know what they're doing. They seem to have dived it right into the middle of all these enemy forces. We've got the Horatio. The rest just like cruisers then.
They are.
Oh, there's a battleship. The Aegis is a battleship, and the rest are light cruisers. So there's a good fleet of light cruisers there. There's quite a lot of enemies for them to tackle at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see how they fare. Just gonna switch over to the observation screen. I think. There we go. Nice shot of 2 ships in formation.
I don't think they've got anybody that's fluent in fleet man.
The music's a little bit too loud, so I'm going to try and turn it down now. There we go. We weren't going to do a lot of commentary over this. We were going to keep it so there's bits of music in the background. My volume's just a little bit lower on that, so I can hear the music, but I can't necessarily hear the volume levels. Keep me updated if it's too loud. switch to bass in. I think, yeah. And then at the left hand, yeah. All right. I think there may have been some music microphone. Alright, there seems to be quite a lot going on in this mission. I'm going to try and turn the sound up and down as if I'm going to talk, so that it's not going over my voice in the background. I hope this level's working for you.
I'm not hearing anything.
They're hearing you, Donovan, and it's all going out live stream, Donovan, just so that you're aware. It looks like we've got plenty going on. We've got the Horatio dropping off a couple of rendezvous points to retake the station. We're using Perseus there. The Artemis and the Lone Howler are taking on quite a big enemy fleet by the looks of it. Echo and Foxtrot fleet up here. Artemis seems to be doing a decent job of killing those Krellians. And then over here we've got the Intrepid, who's just managed to take out a few fighters, but I've got a couple of Arvonians closing on their position. And the Aegeus that seems to be taking a little bit of cover inside the nebula and around the asteroids. They're going to have to strip off those incoming drones, though.
Could you repeat that again, please?
Using the trick of using
We
the
are unable
asteroid to
actually
remove
load
them all.
Marines onto our shuttle.
Understood, Howler. We're coming in.
There we go. Watching them all plow in, that's a way to strip off all the ordnance, isn't it?
It looks like Horatio doesn't have a channel for loading their Marines.
If somebody cycles their comms console, they should be able to come up with that. Okay, we're going back to a little bit of music now so you can watch the action.
Artemis, we're reading some communications from the Marine teams aboard Research Station 0223. They are unable to exert control. Looks like they might need to exfiltrate some engineers there who are claiming to have some keys to the gate that will help us unlock that.
Understood.
CIC, this is Aegis. We have only one damaged DEMCON team left. Do you have any advice about our situation?
Alright, so I'm back here on the Game Master with Donovan. You can hear some of the conversation going backwards and forwards between command and control. And we're not going to try and disturb you too much, Donovan, so I'll mute my microphone so you can't hear me speaking on the stream. But we'll keep listening to Donovan during the rest of the game, and through the bridge chatter that is going backwards and forwards between them. Is that alright, Donovan?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
CIC to fleet, the Marines have managed to put some of the engineers in life pods and ejected them from the station. Please collect. We were going to need them to unlock the gate and get to Promethean.
So Donovan's calling himself CIC. It stands for Command and Control, and it's what we use just to have the Game Master say, this is whose call again.
Over the DEMCON. Howler, can you take the light pods?
Much
Intrepid is in fuel collection on status.
Artemis, the lone Howler needs DAMCOM teams. I don't believe it was Horatio that did.
Where's the lone howler? There she is. What's
Observer screen, just a large picture of an asteroid. Excellent. I think there's a ship hiding behind that asteroid. There it is. A good flick to a different view. Fantastic. Observer screen, just a large picture of an asteroid. Excellent. I think there's a ship hiding behind that asteroid. There it is. A good flick to a different view. Fantastic.
Yep. Thank you, Artemis. We could use that team.
CIC, this is Horatio.
Observer screen, just a large picture of an asteroid. Excellent.
Go ahead, Horatio.
Any chance those engineers are going to be able
There's a ship hiding behind that asteroid.
to open
There
up
it is.
research station?
A good flick to a different view. Fantastic.
Negative, Horatio. Along with the
Thank you,
engineers
Artemis.
on the life pods.
Okay, and that was a little bit of my own audio playing back through because I was listening to the live stream, seeing what the
Copy that.
chatter sounded
Hopefully
like.
in the next sector, once we
Sorry
jump,
about that. You
have a
got me
station
repeating
stock at.
myself. A little bit of comms chat going backwards and forwards there for you as well. I'm glad you're hearing the comms chatter and it's coming through loud and clear and you're liking that bit. It's one of the cool bits of having so many ships, having the talking backwards and forwards between the command and control, the game master, and the other ships as well.
CIC, this is Aegis. Can you repeat your advice regarding the engineering DAMCON teams?
Stand by, Aegis. Are you down as well?
CIC, we were probably the original ship reporting that.
Acknowledge, Aegis. Recommend you contact Artemis.
And
Artemis, this is Aegis. We are in need of replenishing DAMCON teams. I was advised by CIC to contact you.
Ratio and Howler. Xavier, are you here with me?
Intrepid is
Microphone
operational.
activated.
Where do you want us?
Yeah, Donovan, I'm here.
Is it the interaction where I give them extra damcoms?
Yeah, interactions, repairs, and damage, and in there you can heal Damcon team.
Okay, so
You found it?
Yeah, see, engineering teams have been dropped,
There we go.
I
Nice.
believe, for Lone Howler.
Alright, okay, so it's just on your end, Donovan. Have you managed to find it alright?
yep.
Cool.
Let's see what they're trying to do with the gate first.
Microphone muted.
It's always the thing with German, you've got to remember all those different interaction menus and where you're going to find stuff. I tend not to move things about in the sandbox too much because it means that GMs have to relearn all the sandbox and try and remember it, so I try and keep it all in the same menus for them. But I think Donovan has used the sandbox a bit, but obviously unless you use it really regularly, you forget little bits and you just have to ask those extra little bits of advice. Carry on watching this mission anyway. Looks like we've got a few enemy fleets to try and clear up. They're sorting out Damcon teams on their ships over there. See if we can get an observer view. What ship is that then? Here we go.
Howler, can you send the engineering team over to the Aegis? We're going down to assist Intrepid.
Artemis, this is Aegis. Just to be sure, we are in need of DAMCON teams.
Microphone
So
activated.
Donovan, a question on the live chat that we've got going. Somebody just tuning in or saying about people just tuning in, they want to know what's happening on the overall plot. Can you fill us in with that?
Fleet, we have a Marines that we are going to drop off at RV, or we're going to pick up at
Stand by.
RV9.
That's all right.
Extract.
In
That
the
was Lone
campaign
Howler.
to retake Promethean, we were rerouted because we couldn't get through the Crescentus sector to Promethean, so we're taking the long way around. We're going from Cerberus into Promethean, and right now the gate was currently locked, and we had some engineers aboard Research Station 0223 who reported that they had keys that they could help us get through the gate with. Fleet is currently exfiltrating them from the station, retrieving their Marines as well. The station is a loss, We were unable to retake it, but we're hoping to secure the gate on both sides, both in Cerberus and in the Promethean sector.
I'm just going to put that into a little bit more context for them by showing the maps where we're talking about. So this is back to the stellar
Artemis, is
cartography
the ratio?
maps. They were in the Hjordan system
Go
here, and they
ratio,
went
that's the one.
through Cerberus.
What?
And then from Cerberus, they tried getting to the Atlantis system through Cassandra. Was that right?
That's correct.
So it turns out that in this story that we've come up with, Crescendo was blocked. There was too many heavy
Artemis,
enemy
we're
forces
doing
there.
our mining run.
So they've had to redivert, and now they're trying to go through Promethean and then onto Atlantis and Waypoint 5-2 round to Atlantis. The whole objective is to try and get through to the Atlantis system, and obviously Cerberus, they got through to the Cerberus, but the gate was completely taken offline.
Your
And,
messenger. What do you need?
this is the mission now to...
What was
is it to
combat
get
order? Where do
through
you
the
want
Promethean gate, is that right?
I can't hear you over the shooting,
Aegis,
sir.
you have, group fighters. Why did you get them to go into the black hole? Oh, never mind. They turned.
It sounds like there's a lot of battling going on. But yeah, I think the aim is to get through that Promethean gate, get it back online, get the Marine teams in there and everything. And they're currently working on that with their 5 ships. You've not managed to destroy any ships yet, I see.
They came close to losing a couple. There was a Mayday broadcast.
GM, could you give us a status on RS-0223?
Alright, I'm going to switch back to the game broadcast now so we can watch that.
Aegis, if you want to head towards Promethean Gate and work on the points there.
This is CIC who just contacted.
Artemis, this is Aegis, orders received.
RS-0223.
Intrepid RS-0223 is a lost cause right now. Marines were unable to retake it, but they were able to escape and put the engineers on life pods, which were picked up.
Microphone muted.
So I'm just going to mute myself there so I'm not disturbing Donovan as he's game mastering. Just saying, the RS-0223 here, one of the objectives was to try and retake that base. It'll give them a place to refuel. However, after sending the Marine teams over there, Donovan's thrown in that little spin of, sorry, but your Marine teams haven't been successful in retaking it. You're going to have to change it. You're going to have to change the plan of action. You're going to have to do it without getting that and get to the Promethean gate. So there's a few rendezvous points there. It looks like Marine drop zones that they've got to get sorted there. I'm just going to crank up the volume a little bit on
I
the
was
music.
just
Hopefully it's not too loud.
assigning the Hunt player AI to the Bravo fleet when Intrepid decided to fly really close and they just got a nice swarm of fighters. That's what happens when you fly too close to a group of 3 carriers.
So,
activated.
Donovan, it looks like we're coming up onto the last 5 minutes of this mission. What's your plan to be able to round it out?
That's a good question. We're going to have to get them through here shortly. Let me see if I can surrender these fleets.
CSC to Artemis.
Go, this is Artemis.
Artemis, it looks like we've been able to secure the gate on this side. Advise the fleet that we need to make a combat jump to Promethean.
Do you need an engineering team?
We may have to hand wave it.
Intrepid, do you need assistance?
We're in fuel collection mode.
The classic, how can I bring this to a close? Hand wavium.
It was a little too
So yeah, so this is Aegis.
involved
We are having trouble
on the
with
side.
the Rendezvous 6.
It's funny, isn't it? Because as game masters for the TSN RP community, we can pace it really well and we know what's going on. But when you've got so many unknown elements,
Horatio.
it's hard to just get it right, isn't it?
Horatio, this is Aegis. Go ahead.
We're gonna save you the trouble.
Thank you, Horatio. What was the setup?
Come again?
What was the drop zone setup?
Engineering team.
Was it engineering team drop?
All shuttles
Yeah.
dock up. Intrepid,
We had that
coming
going.
towards Artemis so we can get this jump going. Everybody's engines or gas hopped off. This is a combat jump, so you're probably going to want to be ready to turn your shields on or have them on as we go.
Roger, Artemis.
Everybody ready for the jump?
We're good.
Lone Howler ready.
Artemis, Aegis ready for jump.
Initiating jump.
All ships stand by for sensor update.
It's not. There we go. It wasn't set for the GM target, it was set for a group.
Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you bring this mission to a close and head back to the title screen. So thank you very much for watching if you tuned in. I hope you enjoyed seeing the second part of the Atlantis campaign. During this, our next broadcast hopefully is going to be with Mike Superstelny. We're just waiting on him to
maintain
appear.
position at Cerberus Gate while we evaluate.
Just going to turn
the
that desktop
situation.
audio down. There we go. So when he arrives, we'll be starting up our next stream, and you'll be able to listen into that. Mike's going to be talking through a little bit about coming up with the Artemis cannon. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again soon.